Hi, I'm the Toy Mom, and today we are going to do a Play-Doh make and display. I'm going to show you how to make a parrot to put under the dome. Let's see what we get with this kit in this little dome. Isn't that cute? You can actually use it then later to give as a gift if you want to. Look, you could say to Mom, from me, whatever you want to do. But let's take the dome off and see what we have inside. Inside, we have Play-Doh. In this case, to make the parrot, we have 3 very vibrant colors. We get a tool, which is a little knife that we can use for cutting. And we get instructions on how to make the item. Let me take this off and we'll put the base over here until we're ready to display our item. Here are the instructions. There are instructions for an advanced version, and then there's one for a beginner. Let's make the advanced version of this parrot. We will start by making the body, and for inspiration we'll take this piece over here and put it here so we can see how much progress we're making as we go. The body is green, and so I'm starting with this ball of green dough, and it's shaped a little oblong. So I'm going to start rolling it, but I'm going to roll it so that I put more weight over here on this side so that the shape is a little elongated and bigger on one end than the other. And now I'm going to show you a little trick. This surface helps make this very smooth, but you can also take the dome, the actual dome, and use it to help make the whole thing really smooth so there's not even any finger marks on it. It works really well. We're getting there. I think this is going to be a great shape, and look how smooth it ended up being doing it the way I did. And I'm just going to compare it here, and it looks like we got a pretty good start on the body. Let's put the body over here so it can wait for the head. And for the head, I'm going to use a red ball of Play-Doh, and just like before, I'm just going to make it a little smoother. Let's use our little trick here and make it into a really nice, smooth looking ball. There, I think I have a pretty nice round head for our parrot. Now, securing Play-Doh to other Play-Doh sometimes presents a little bit of a problem. Sometimes it just doesn't want to stick. So let me show you 2 methods that I think help make it work. You can use one of these methods or both of them. The first one is to score each side of where you're going to attach, and that just simply means make it more of a rough surface than a smooth surface. So let's do that to the head and the body where we want them to stick together. And another way is to dampen the Play-Doh, which, lacking a more sophisticated way to do it, I'm just going to put a little water on my fingers, and now it's a matter of working them together until they don't come apart anymore. So I'm just going to work these pieces of Play-Doh into each other until I have what I think looks like a good head on our body. So just smooth it all around until you feel like it blends pretty well, and I think that's pretty good. Let's again compare it to our parrot. And that looks pretty good. Now there's a red piece that goes down his back that we're going to do next. For the piece down his back, I'll take a piece of red Play-Doh about that size, and again I'm going to use this dome to get it rolled out and pretty smooth, and then I'm going to use it to actually flatten the piece by smashing it down. Now I just have to make it a little bit more narrow, and I need to make it the size to fit the back, which I can do by cutting off any loose ends. I've put it on, and now I just have to blend it in, push it down a little bit so that it doesn't come off. I actually wetted this a little bit so that it would stay on better. And I think we're getting closer to looking like a parrot. Our poor little parrot needs somewhere to sit, so next we're going to make a perch. First we'll make the bottom piece, and basically you make that by just making a cube, and I do it by just kind of working the sides. One side is longer, so it's more of a rectangle when you're done, and then the perch part of it will be a long piece that we roll out. Again, I think I'll use this piece. There we go. And then we'll put that on top of the perch, and now he just needs some legs so he can hang on. To make the legs, I'm just going to take a piece of yellow dough like that, and I'm going to roll it out. Actually, two of them, because he needs two legs, and then I'll show you how we're going to attach them. This is what that looks like underneath when I'm done, and now I think he's going to be much happier if he can go on his little perch like that. There we go, buddy. Now we can finish you and give you a lot of personality. Next we'll make his beak. The beak is yellow, and for that it's really kind of a lot of shaping. You're going to want to have a flat side here so it can go against his head, and then you're going to make the beak come out like that, and then I'm going to use the knife to actually then put a mouth into the beak. The eyes are next, and that's what adds a ton of personality to this little guy. The first layer that you want to put on is yellow, and this is about the size that I would use, and I just took a circle and just smashed it out like that. And you're going to put that on one side of the head, and then the next layer of his eye is red, and you'll want to blend each one in and stick it on like you have all the previous pieces to make it look really good. Now it's time to make the wings for the bird. So you'll need two pieces of dough, one red and one yellow, one larger than the other, about like this. Then take the red piece and just smash it and start forming it. I think that's the easiest way to make a wing. You could also pull out the knife from this set and then make it kind of in a shape like an ice cream cone maybe, and taper it down at the end. See how that's starting to look like a wing? I think this thing turned out pretty darn nice. What do you think? Probably want a cracker. Wow, that's really realistic. Now let's see what he looks like under the dome. I made a bowl of food for our little friend. So now all you have to do is add the dome, and that way you can display your newest creation. Thanks for watching. Now you can watch another one of my Play-Doh videos or one of my other videos. My picture is always in the corner, like these 4 examples. And please don't forget to subscribe.